Sorry about that, folks. Papa's having some technical difficulties. Must be all those negative force spectrum beams, right? So that's what we were talking about when my program crashed. And so that's what the torch was saying. Those glowing spectrum beams that can only be caused by the unleashing of negative force from Reed's machine. That means it's even worse than I feared. And the spectators say, what in Sam Hill is going on up there? Whatever it is, you can bet the torch will take care of it. Well, we can hope so. Sis, what is it? What's wrong? Johnny, oh, thank heaven you're here. It's Ben. He's pinned down by that space-time generator unit. You gotta be kidding. Ben can lift that with one finger. You're blamed right I can, Junior, says Ben. But, says Sue, it's generating pure, unadulterated negative force. If he makes one single move, he can destroy the entire city. But how did a thing like that happen? Asks Johnny. Where's Reed? Over here, Johnny. I need your help. Quick! It's the Sandman. He's locked himself in the space-time chamber. I may not be able to burn my way through to him in time with this acetylene torch. Then put that toy away, brother-in-law. And let's do it my way. And so Johnny zaps it with his flame power. And Reed says, easy, lad. With that perfect control, your flame might jar the space-time generator. Have no fear when Torchy's here. There, I'm through. Now all I have to do is... Oh no, Reed, there's a big sand cylinder here. He was waiting for me. I can't dodge. Oh! And so the torch, acting too quickly without looking ahead, flies into the Sandman's cone of sand. Get out of it, boy, says Reed. Get out before it smothers your flame. Thudum! Too late, Richards, says the Sandman. I was too quick for him. This'll snuff him out like a candle, and now I'll finish you off just as easy. Thack! Don't count on it, Sandman. Johnny can still hold out if he's freed in time, and I'm just the one to do it. Thanks much, leader man, says Johnny. Another couple of seconds without air would have finished me. Okay, Richard, says Sandman, then we'll play it your way. You're a greater prize than the torch anyway. I'll just let my sand nodules, which you scattered, reform themselves around you. And now, while you're helpless, rot. My flame will come back in a minute, says Johnny. I'll get him for that, Reed. No sweat, Johnny, says Reed. Sandman just made his biggest mistake. He forgot that Mr. Fantastic is never helpless. And so Reed just stretches out of the Sandman's trap. All I needed to do is thin myself through the sand, and then you'll fall into my next trap, exclaimed Sandman. Like this. Whoop! Even you can't break out of my rock-hard sand vice grip. That sinks it. Nothing will save you from me now, says the torch. Flame on! Maybe I can't dodge your fiery attack, but I've got another way out. I didn't add these control buttons to my new costume just for show. Click! And so he pushes some button. Knowing I'd have to face your flaming attack sooner or later, the wizard gave me the perfect means to stop you. By releasing a quantity of liquid nitrogen, my sandy molecules immediately freeze. Then as soon as your now useless flame contacts me, the chemical combination gives off a powerful poisonous vapor. Don't breathe. It's a poisonous vapor. Or perhaps you've already noticed it. Reed, my flame's out again. Fumes filling the room. I can't catch my breath. The Sandman isn't affected, but we have to do something or it's all over. Sue, you and Johnny grab one of the pipes nearby. Hold on for dear life. Don't let go for anything. I've got to open the door to the negative zone. But, says Johnny, you always warned us, told us never to open it. But now, says Reed, it's our only chance. Hang on, here goes. And he turns the dial. A microsecond later, the entire chamber is filled with a blinding, unearthly green light as an unimaginably powerful suction causes the deadly gas and everything else within range to hurtle towards the center of the light source. Hold on, Sue, says Reed. Don't let go if you value your life. Johnny, you too. Grab a steel pipe for support. Move, boy. I'm trying to, but the pressure too strong. I can't see. To your left, Johnny. Reach. Johnny. I've got it. It's holding me, but everything else flying past. How do we stop it? We've unleashed something more dangerous than the Sandman, and this powerful force is just sucking everything out of the room into the negative zone. And on the other side of the room, a dazed, uncomprehending figure feels the seething sensation of blind panic welling within him. I never bargained for anything like this, says the Sandman. It's like the end of the world. I made my feet like sandy anchors, but they can't hold me much longer. It's starting to pull me toward the open door into what? The force is getting stronger, pulling too hard. I can't fight it, but it won't get me. There's still one way out. Clash! Forgetting his crucial battle with the FF, forgetting how close he had seemed to ultimate victory, forgetting everything save the menace that looms ahead, Sandman leaps. The window! I made it! Clash! He crashes through the window. With the window broken open, the deadly fumes are instantly dissipated, but a far graver, far deadlier fate suddenly beckons to the one man who had risked everything to save his fellows. The space-time chamber, exclaims Reed. It's drawing me in, the door closing behind me. The suction is too great. I can't fight it, and once inside, there's no way back. I've hit the dimension barrier. I'm plunging through. I'll be trapped in a matter of seconds within negative space. And then, like a helpless participant in some demoniacal nightmare, the doomed Reed Richards plunges deeper and deeper into an indescribable world where strange, maddeningly alien shapes stretch endlessly on towards an unknown infinity. Reed says, I've entered the negative zone. Nothing can save me now. Oh no. But at least my sacrifice won't have been in vain. Sue and the others have been saved from the Sandman. As for me, I'll soon learn the answer to the greatest mystery of all, the final answer. And look, as Reed is being plummeted through negative space to the infinite end. Meanwhile, seconds after the automatic safety doors have thundered shut behind the now vanished Mr. Fantastic, Ben says, I don't know what happened, but it shut off the current long enough for me to get loose. Now, where's the Sandman? Where is he? Johnny says, he's gone, Ben. And Sue says, Reed managed to save us from... Oh, Reed, he's gone. The negative doors... The negative zone, the doors had opened and then, no, oh, no. if the Sandman thinks he's going to get away from us, he better, hey, what gives? Ben is still thinking about the Sandman. He doesn't realize there's a far greater danger facing the Fantastic Four. But Sue has figured it out. She screams, Reed, my darling, no, no. Sue, what is it? Says Johnny. Ben, look at her. She's hysterical. Unable to speak, unwilling to believe the tragic evidence of her senses, the tortured girl can only point to the fateful sight upon the automatically activated space-time screen. She's pointing to the screen, says Johnny. Ben, there in the center. It's Reed. Do you see him? Do you see him there on screen? Ben says he must have got pulled in by the suction. And so they're seeing what we've been seeing, Reed being pulled into the center of negative space. Ben, help me open the chamber. We have to save him. Ben says, do you think you got to tell me? If there was even a chance, wouldn't I be there already? I've been working with him on that thing. He speeded it up. No matter what we do, there's no way to reach him. If only he had time to grab a rope or something we could hold onto. But if we open that door now, all that'll happen is we'll all be pulled in. And maybe that ain't such a bad idea. What good are the three of us without old Stretcho? Ben, says Johnny, you sound like it's hopeless. Face it, will ya? He'll be hitting the explosive zone any minute now, and there's no way to reach him, no way to stop him. What's the use of kidding ourselves? We all know what I'm trying to say. He's gone. That's what the front cover meant when they asked if this is the end of Mr. Fantastic. And look, it's continued next issue. We have to wait to find out what happens to Mr. Fantastic in the negative zone. But never fear, we'll be back. We'll figure it out, and we'll find out all about it together. All right, we'll see you next time. All right, so say goodbye to Spider-Man, say goodbye to the Invisible Girl, and feel sorry for her while she's lost her husband. But maybe not for too long. Okay? Love y'all. Bye-bye for now.